All right, hello, welcome. This is your website review for New Birth Midwifery. I'm going to share my screen and get started. Um, I've got lots to share with you, so I'm excited. Go ahead and take notes, and then you can give these notes to your web person, or we have a whole team that can help you get these things taken care of too. So just let me know. First of all, the first thing that we see that your website's not secure. So that's up here in where the URL is. And you may even have your web person saying it doesn't matter because maybe you don't take credit cards on your website or anything like that. But here's why it does matter. Facebook cares, or even Google cares if they're going to send people to your website with ads, and if the site's not secure, they won't send people there, okay? So they're trying to make the user experience really safe, and the only way they can kind of do that is to universally require that we have these secure sites. I don't know much about it past that, but it is something Chris can do for you. It's $100 if we do it for you. Otherwise, if your web person can do it, great. But you do need to get that taken care of before we can run more traffic to your site. It's really, really important. And especially because it's showing up the way it is, people just see it. And even if they don't know what it means, they're like, oh no, it's not secure. And it causes a little bit of panic. So it's both the user experience, but also really more importantly, it's Facebook and Google, okay? I really like your headline, Birthing Naturally, Birthing Safely. I think that's great. I like your logo. I like when I arrived on your website, I like the feel of it. I like this first paragraph. You always want that first paragraph to be really definitively like who you are and what you're selling and what you're offering. Yeah, I feel like I want that last sentence. The truth is, the way you birth is significant and can be one of the most wonderful times in your life. I feel like it should be a little stronger. Like maybe the truth is, the way you birth is extremely significant and should be one of the most wonderful times in your life. We can help. Or that's why we're here. Or that's our mission. Something, I need a little bit stronger, okay? And then I guess I wouldn't put the services calendar and FAQ right there yet. I'd rather just a button that says contact us, okay? Because if they land on your site, that's what you want them to do. You want them to reach out. Another really strong, powerful word is request more information. So you can just even have your web person do that, request more info, and then it goes to the contact page. The reality is people may want to just talk to you, you know, and so they will read through your website, but they more importantly want to say, yeah, send me more info. And that just means that you need to email them, send them a brochure, whatever. So I love that you have this form. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. Professional referrals. I don't know that I like that location there. That's kind of odd because you really want the focus to be on the form and you want them to submit. You want to remove all barriers so that the number one thing they do is give you their contact information so you can follow up with them. So I would do a request info here. I love these pictures. I love the words and everything. What I'd really like to see, because there's just not enough on your homepage, I'd really like to see a headline that says, why choose us? And like as many benefits as you can come up with, 10 benefits for choosing New Birth Midwifery, okay? And more text in bullet points. I'm gonna show you what I mean by showing you my website. So let me pull it up here. I can show you both my websites, but Never Alone Business Services is very clear strategy and support for your business. What we do, we save time, make more money, and make a difference. You could even do this too. How does this work? Okay, that could be, you could just steal this text and say, number one, contact us. We'll set up a time for a consultation. Maybe it's over the phone, and you say that. We'll first get to know each other on the phone. We'll listen to your concerns and map out exactly how our services work. Number two, attend all prenatal appointments with one of our midwives. We come to you, or whatever it is. Number three, have a natural, relaxed, beautiful birth in the comfort of your own home with us by your side, something like that. Like the goal is just to get it down to 3 simple steps so that they see it, they get it, right? Even though there's more complication, even though there's more that goes into this, any business that does a website should get it down to the 3 most basic steps so that they get it, right? By just scanning that, they're like, okay, I get this. This is what's happening. This is what they offer. And then see how I wrote, take the first step and request your first complimentary phone call. You could say, take the first step and contact us or reach out or something like that. And then that's that button that it just goes to the contact us page. Okay, that's what mine does. So if that kind of gives you an idea, I would really love that. And then what I say is why work with Never Alone Business Services. I would love to have yours say, why choose New Birth Midwifery. And then again, you can copy this as much as you want, because like the first one, probably true for you, you will feel heard, right? And you can say, we're unique because we really listen to you. That is so true, right? Compared to OBGYNs and how fast and rushed it is. And I never felt listened to when I saw an OBGYN versus a midwife, and just really think in your head, like you're not bashing other options, but you are highlighting why they should choose you and what makes you different. Because like, sometimes people have already had one birth experience and they're choosing you. They're fully aware what the other side looks like. So we want to highlight what makes you different. Okay. And then whatever you want to say, we specialize in the area that you're at or whatever, whatever you want to brag about. We are patient, whatever you want to do. I really want to see more text like this. And then, you could do results if you wanted to, I guess. You can't promise results. You could be cute and say results of working with new birth midwifery and say something like, the best possible experience, you're in caring hands, a story you'll love to share forever and always. If you, like we talked about, if you want to include pictures, you could say that, access to our photographer, or whatever, and it all, because people want to know, like, what's the end result? Why should I choose you, right? And they're spending a lot of money to work with you. So I think more text on your homepage is going to be really, really key. And then I saw your testimonials, but I would love a couple testimonials just like this on your homepage. Here's the fact. Most people do the majority of their looking on your homepage. Now, your business is serious enough, it's a big enough deal that I think they will click around and read a lot. But I still think it would be really great if you had some pictures and little paragraph from happy people who have worked with you. It's really compelling. Stories sell. Stories is the #1 way that people choose, reviews and especially birth stories. Like, what new mother, pregnant, expectant mother doesn't love to read good, positive birth stories, right? And so that's going to be really key. I like to tell people that put the testimonials on there of people you want to attract, okay? So if you want to attract people who maybe didn't have a great first experience, but their second experience was redeemed by having a midwife, add that story. If you want people to know that their first birth experience, never had a baby before, and they went with you and they loved it, then use that, or you probably want both those experiences, but just use the testimonials because it's like a magnet. It will attract more people who read it. They'll go, that's me. And they will reach out to you. Okay. So that's just a little tip. And then you should have another request more info or contact us button at the end, and then links to your social media. So I didn't see links to your social media here. Yeah, and so tell your web guy you really need to add that, because people bounce back and forth. If they find you on Facebook, they're going to go to your website. If they go to your website first, they're going to go to your Facebook, okay? So make sure that you've got those links. And I don't know if you have, I almost said Amazon, Instagram. If you have Instagram or anything like that, anything you have social, have those at the bottom, okay? That's like kind of standard practice. So you have a lot good going on, but I would like you to add more on your homepage, okay? Let's see what else. I'm going to click here. I love this information. The only thing I was hesitating on is this is such good info that I'm wondering why this menu isn't accessible from the homepage, but I guess I'm okay with it. I think it's fine. I would say the birth funnies feel out of place. This feels very somber and like a big decision, and this feels out of line. I would take this page off and share these on Facebook. So it's fine on Facebook. That's great. But I think having a page, it felt off to me the first time I saw that. I love the FAQs, so those are fantastic. In fact, from your homepage, I would really love if you, so in those 10 benefits, like as you say, like we listen or we're really patient or whatever, you could even have a link, visit our many, our frequently asked questions here, because these are so good. And this is the type of thing that people are going to scour, and they are going to read all of these things because having a baby is a big deal. So I thought that page was really good. The Just for Dads, really, really good. Again, one of your benefits could be we work closely with the dads so they feel completely comfortable with what's going to happen, and then link to here even. So that's a really good page. The little known facts is okay, but it actually freaked me out. The 10 safest countries for birth, I would take this off, because who wants to know that US is 50th and 47th? Like, I don't like that. So whatever, it's like without any context of you explaining, like we're gonna make it more safe. Like, I just take that off, okay? Yeah, I don't know. I don't like these next two things. I guess then you explain it. Maybe start with this. Could start with the words and then do the charts. I do love this though, right? The intervention with a planned home birth is so much lower than a hospital. Like, that's fantastic. And I know, I've heard of this. I know this is true. So that's awesome. Next paragraph's awesome. Next paragraph's awesome. I would take off the infant mortality. I just don't know that we need to use scare tactics. We just want to tell them we really want to focus on the positive of why they should choose midwifery, okay? I love this one. Midwives still attend most of the births around the globe. Like, that's great. That's okay. And that big one's good. So just maybe edit it with as you're reading it, try to think of positive. We want to shine positive light on midwifery instead of, like, I just felt fear in my stomach about birth in general, and we don't want them to feel fear. So the fear is out there anyway. You don't need to shine a light on it. This is my opinion, but I think you could edit this page a bit, okay? Doing good. I don't think I clicked on that one yet. Yeah, that's cool. That's fine. Okay, finances and insurance is great. This is a great page. I think this is excellent information. I would like some more cute pictures at the bottom. Pregnant mommies, birthing mommies, babies. I think we talked about getting some really good professional photos, and they should just be throughout your site, okay? More photos, because people read with their eyes, not just words, but the images mean a lot. It's really, really important. I love this, but I guess I just wish their testimonials were just in a row, okay? So I don't know if that was a web guy preference, but I think it's so much better when I can just do this and scan it, and I see faces and I see words, okay? So I would really prefer that that's what you do here, instead of me having to click and then back click and back click to get to all these photos, okay? Is that fair? I don't know if you did pictures either. Let me look. Yeah, you did. And that's so great. I just really want more of these pictures everywhere, okay? And I want to be able to just see how I have to click and go back, and I mean, even just clicking over here to read the next one. I love these photos. So can you sprinkle these throughout the site more, okay? All right, blog and resources. Let's go there. Ask your web person if you can have more of a preview. This is just like a one-line preview. It feels like I don't want to keep clicking. So mine, when you scroll through my blog, you're seeing the whole blog. And I just think that's better, that you could read more, scan it more. So I'd rather see that for yours. And then of course I have over here, you know, categories and stuff. So just a thought for you, but this doesn't feel compelling. Like I don't feel like I want to click and read more. Also make sure that you have a picture for every blog. That just really helps. And I'm going to tell you a little secret. These blogs are older, 2014. You can just change the date. Nobody needs to know. So date them 2018, okay? If you haven't blogged in a while, it's fine. But it looks old, so I'd either hide it or I would change the dates, okay? And your web person should be able to do that. Okay, we talked about the contact us page. Let's go back. Just want to make sure I got everything. Calendar. I'm interested in what this means. Available. Interesting. Okay. I think instead of, this is interesting. So if you're looking for a midwife and a due date that I have listed not being available, I guess I would prefer that you don't do this. So as we talked about getting an admin, I would rather they contact you, because then, so basically at this point, you don't know how many people are visiting your website and realizing, oh shoot, she's full. And I would rather have them contact you and have an influx of emails that, again, an admin is dealing with, okay? And you're adding them to your email list and everything, rather than not knowing who's bouncing off. And then if you can be the helpful one that says, I can send you some names of colleagues that I work with, it can go either way. Obviously, you're kind of hearing in my voice that I'm like, but, and I mean, I like that you say go to minnesotamidwives.org and click find a midwife. Like, that's awesome. But I'm just not sure that you have to provide this information, all these people and their phone numbers. As we want to grow your business and grow your practice, I would take this off, okay? Even the due dates, the openings, like take this off, because otherwise you have to keep maintaining it. And I would just push them to contact us, contact us. Are we in your area? Contact us. Are we, in your radius? Do we have time for you? Do we have enough, do we have space? Just contact us, because then you're building your list. It's really, really important. So just think about that. You can ask me about that on a call or in the group, but I would change this. It hit me interestingly weird. Your midwife. How did I not see this before? I gotta see this. Oh, okay. No, it was there. Okay. So your midwife. Yes. Okay. So as you're adding your other midwife, I believe her name is Sarah, we're going to want to add her on here too. I love the philosophy that I believe. It's so good. I would actually maybe put that at the top, and you can still tell your story and everything. I think that's great. But as we talked about on the phone, we want to shift towards this being more the company. So like mine says about us, which is just a very common website term, about us, okay? And so you may want to switch it to be about us. And then if you look actually like this first, we love partnering with businesses all over the United States and Canada. You can start with what you believe, okay, in that first paragraph. And I love humanizing it, right? Like Jen loves drinking coffee and reading lots of books. Then I do frequently ask questions right here. You could kind of do an interview like this where it's a question. Who are your clients exactly? How are you different? I mean, I wrote this, right? But it's things that people are wondering. So you could do that to say like, who are we? And then, it used to be just me, but now it's me and Sarah. Who are our clients? Generally, blah, blah, blah. And do it in an interview form. That's really powerful. So just kind of feel free to model it after my website, okay, and what that looks like. I want to also show you my studio website and just kind of show you a couple more points. First of all, you see the request info button really right there, and that's easy on the phone too, that they can just click request info, it goes to the contact us page. The phone number is really big on purpose so that on a phone they click it and to dial it. So I didn't see a phone number on yours, and that might be intentional. Well, it's down here. So maybe think about having it really big right here so they can click from a phone. You can also make it your email address really big right there that they can click to email you from a phone. I actually took my email address off at that point because I was getting a lot of spammers, because that's how they pull it from websites. So it's up to you. But if you notice, then here are all the benefits of why they should choose us. Lots of pictures down the side, easy to read. Parents are scanning this, and they're noticing, you know, does my child fit here? The different instruments, ethnicities, genders, all that good stuff. Huge call to action. It's easy to take the next step. Lessons are first come, first serve. Call us, because I'm pushing for the phone for the studio because I have staff 12 hours a day who are answering it. For Never Alone, I push them to contact us because we don't want them to call necessarily, and I want them to just fill out the form. So you can model it after that if you want to. But I wanted to show you a couple more things. The testimonials. See how you just keep going? Lots of testimonials. And then I wanted to show you, what did I want to show you? I can't remember. You know what I think I did? Yep. So the online tour I combined with About Us. And so I talk about Chris and I. So you can also kind of model this. Since 1996, we've been passionate about providing strong musical education, a little bit of background, a little bit of testimonials, and then about our studio, and then pictures that they can see up close. Some of this isn't necessarily pertaining to you, but I just wanted you to see another About Us page and kind of how it was modeled as you become more of a company and not just an individual, because that is a shift. Okay, that was a lot of information. Let me know if you have questions. And as you take notes, you can even shoot them to me if you want and say, this is what, you know, these are my takeaways. I'm going to give this to my web person. If you give this whole video to your web person, they may be frustrated. So take notes and give them exact, precise instructions of what you want changed, because I'm giving you ideas. Okay, so this is my review of your website. I'm giving you lots of takeaways, and then you have to decide, and then you can specifically ask them what to change. And then, of course, if you ever need our help, we're here for you too. But otherwise, really, really great website, okay? It's really good. It just can be a little bit better, all right? So good job.